We'll check back.
Let's bring in a great mind, an absolute expert. Michael Allen served in the National Security Council under President George W. Bush. And Michael, welcome back to our program here. As a backdrop to this, we must mention that Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, Putin's right-hand man, so to speak, was en route to Beijing yesterday and his plane turned around. I do not know why. The Chinese foreign minister, Zhao Lijian, just yesterday, in a press conference, said the real culprits in the crisis are the United States and NATO. So we know where Beijing's position is. What can President Biden do here? Can he move the meter with China?
I don't think we're going to get China and Russia to break from a strategic perspective. They have too much in common. They're allied against democracies, freedom of the press, and any checks on their power. But we ought to make China pay for this relationship with Russia. And I hope President Biden today in his call with Xi Jinping is threatening sanctions on Chinese entities that seek to backfill our sanctions against Russia. We don't want everything that we've worked so hard for in terms of sanctions against Russia to be completely alleviated by Chinese trading of minerals and oil. And so I hope we're really laying down the law with the Chinese today and saying it's a bad idea for you to be allied so openly with Russia and Putin, the war criminal.
Because, Michael, detail what is at stake here. You just heard a member of Congress, Michael Waltz, very clearly detailing what he sees as the potential for a buying opportunity. You know China's looking at it. You know they see the raw materials, the resources that are available in Russia, the mineral rights. What's at stake?
I think that's exactly right. China sees in Russia a place, its gas station, if you will, a place where it can get all the minerals it needs for its technological empire that it's seeking to build. And so the Chinese, first and foremost, are going to be exploitative. They are going to pick over the remains of Russia rather than try to always boost them up politically. But look, we ought to make China pay for this. If China is going to try and backfill and otherwise be an ally to China, we ought to say to our would-be allies around the world, hey, you know what? You should ally with the West. Align with us, because look what authoritarian regimes can do. Just look at what Putin's done to Ukraine.
Michael, take that a step further. How would you make China pay?
I would do what's called secondary sanctions. We already have what's called primary sanctions, which is, hey, listen, if you are a U.S. company, you cannot do business in Moscow. What we want to be able to say to Chinese entities is, hey, listen, you cannot do business with Russia either. Because if you touch our banks or if you use U.S. dollars, that falls within our jurisdiction, and we are either going to freeze your bank accounts, otherwise blacklist these financial entities, and that is the power of the United States, because we are the financial leaders of the world.
So that would take it a lot further than what Trump was trying to do during his time, which was the tariffs that were applied to all Chinese products.
It would be a big escalation. But listen, if it's true, what we've seen this week, that the Chinese are actually going to give arms to the Russian military, then we're in the middle of a proxy war with China in Ukraine against Russia as well. And so I think a lot of those high-order sanctions will become on the table.
That's a big deal. Michael Allen, thank you very much for joining us.
See you. Thank you, Michael. We'll talk again next week. Thank you very much. Wall Street.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.